Welcome to Seven Rivers Sports here on KQEG. I'm your host, Terry Erickson. Each week we bring an inside look into sports, into wellness, into fitness, and introduce you to celebrities throughout the Coulee region. Well, today the spotlight shines brightly on Logan Girls Basketball. And our guests today, Tyanna Wasua, Alana Gruntzel, and Dariyan Adams. Welcome to the show, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Got your Christmas shopping done, Tyanna?
Yeah, I kind of strategically shop throughout the year, so I don't have to pressure myself into cramming it in last week. So yeah, I have it done.
Did you hear that? No, I'm the opposite of that, because on December 23rd and 24th, I will be out there panicking with many of you, probably. So, Alana, Christmas shopping done?
Got it all done last weekend.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
So you went to the mall and you really focused on, you didn't sit around and kind of flirt with boys and stuff?
No, I had to get the job done.
Dariyan, something tells me that you are completely organized and that you had all of yours done by the 4th of July.
Well, my parents did. My parents do the Christmas shopping for me mostly, and then I wrap all the presents, but all the wrapping's done.
So you at least participate in some degree.
Well, I go shopping with my dad for my mom, and then my mom for my dad, and then my mom usually gets my sister and brothers.
Anything, what's special about the Christmas season to you? Reflect back in your life on what it means to you, maybe some special Christmases.
Well, my dad's a fireman, so he works 24-hour shifts, so he doesn't get to spend every Christmas with us when we were little. So spending Christmas with my dad was like a big deal. Otherwise, we went bowling, and that was kind of a tradition of our families, and yeah.
Good for you, and I know Alana's family really, really well. They're friends of mine, and I'm sure Christmas is family to you.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just really love Christmas and getting back together with all my family and friends. So, like, we're going to Minneapolis this weekend, or next weekend, I mean, to visit my cousins.
Good. And Tyanna's mom and dad are friends of mine, and I know you celebrate as a family.
Yes, we do. Everyone comes over to our house, and we host Christmas, and it's just a good time of the year. It's just like families all together, and it's just a magical time.
So you celebrate at a big mansion on the lake. Right? You got room for our family to all go. We have 15 grandchildren. Big win over Sparta. Last night we're taping the show here on the edge of Christmas Eve, Tuesday night, big win. And Tyanna scoring 16 points?
20
points?
Yeah.
Whoa, double figures.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Best game of your career?
Varsity-wise, yeah. Yeah.
And I know both of you, according to what I read and talked to some fans, said you both played too. How'd you feel about that win, Alana?
You know, so coming out with that win and getting a few baskets up, it was, I don't know, confidence booster.
Good.
So.
Nothing. Winning will do that, won't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
so you felt good, and you didn't always, because you're hard on yourself, according to what your mom and dad tell me.
Yeah, I was definitely a lot more harder on myself last year than this year, but I'm like overcoming that. So
many successful people in all walks of life are hard on themselves. It's not a bad quality. What I like about you taking us back to when you grew up is you were able to really experience all the different sports, which I think is so important. We've done that with our children. Our grandchildren are now doing the same thing, so that you really have a feel for what sport you really maybe are gifted in and you excel in and you want to carry that forward, but to whet your appetite to all kinds of competition. And I think you did that too, Alana.
yeah, I was involved with a lot of sports like Dariyan was, including like tennis, karate, basketball, soccer, volleyball, basketball obviously, softball. I think that might have been it.
Jeez, did she forget any? I don't know. So and I knew that actually. Our viewers didn't, but because your face was prominent at the Boys and Girls Club, all of you got involved there, by the way. But you know, your mom and dad athletes, and certainly the same thing for Tyanna.
Yeah, the person who introduced me to sports was my sister, because I used to do everything that she did. So I'm in tennis, basketball, and track now because those were all the sports that she did. And she stopped basketball after, I forgot, like 7th or 8th grade, but I just kept with it because I love it and I couldn't stop.
Your sister, one of my favorites, and I think she knows that. Your mom and dad know that, only because she's overcome some things, and she's one of your role models, isn't she? Talk about that.
Oh, for sure. Just like growing up with her, we were side by side all the time, and whenever I didn't know what to do, I'd ask her. And with my parents, we were always like together, and if we were to approach a situation in life where we don't know what to do, we always have each other, and I really look up to her in that way. And especially during track season, she would help me out because she's really fast, and I like to run with her.
Well, and I hope that maybe a while back our viewers saw the show Broken Crayons Can Still Color. Tori Wasua, Kamisha was on here too, Kamisha Thomas, and talked about their struggles and so on, and it's made you a better person also, hasn't it, Tyanna?
Yeah, my sister got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when she was in 4th grade, and just seeing her and how she handles that makes me think, like, wow, so many more people have life so much more difficult than I do, and just how she handles it so well really actually helps me a lot too, just to remind myself that I can do anything.
All of us have role models and people we look up to, some for the wrong reasons, but most of us for the right reasons, and that describes Alana Gruntzel. Who are your role models?
My dad and Michael Jordan, because my dad pushes me to do my best in everything, and he shows me how to do everything correctly. He criticizes my basketball sometimes, but that only like makes me better, and it makes me realize that I have things to focus on. And Michael Jordan, because he got cut from his high school basketball team, and then turned out to be the best basketball player so far to live.
So there's a message behind maybe the criticism that people have in your game, not your effort, but perhaps your game. And the subliminal message is they care about you and they want better and they think you can produce better. So when somebody criticizes, I would call it more breaks your game down and gives you some tips. It's because they care about you. And not a lot of people understand that, but except for you. You understand that.
Yeah.
Dariyan.
Yeah, my dad has always done that to me as well, my whole swimming career, and he's one of my biggest role models.
And I knew him, and I know he passed away a few years ago. Before we go to break, good teachers, by the way, too, challenge you.
Yep. Good
teachers. Favorite teacher that pushes you, encourages you, but gets you to rise to another level at Logan would be?
Me, it'd probably be Merle or Countercheck, Mr. Countercheck. Both
Mr.
of them.
Merle or
Mr.
Coach Merle?
Yeah, I call him Merle, Coach Merle. He's always there for us, but he always also encourages us in a way that like makes us want to do better.
And Alana, you have a favorite teacher that pushes you.
I do. It would probably also be Mr. Merle, because he's not only like a great teacher who pushes you to do your best, but he's also just like, he's basically a friend to all of us, because I don't know, second dad almost.
Yep.
You can always go to him for anything you need.
I think I already know the answer to Tyanna's favorite teacher. Who would that be?
Actually, I have two. Miss Kaminsky, she's a math teacher. I've had her for 3 of my 4 years of high school. And Mr. Noble, because he's my track jumping coach also, and he's just always so positive. And yeah.
And wait a minute, and the marketing teacher?
My mom, yeah. Her too. I mean, I count her, I don't even think of her as a teacher sometimes just because Mom, I don't know.
Well, I do think of her as a teacher.
For
She's
sure,
an excellent teacher. And by the way, Tyanna, you look just like your mom, which is a compliment. So,
thank you.
On that note, we're going to take a halftime break. You know what that's all about. You go in the locker room and get screamed at, and we just take a break here while we introduce you to some sponsors. So we'll be right back right after this.
LASIK surgery at Mayo Clinic Health System.
Well, I was very nearsighted. I couldn't see 3 feet in front of me without things being blurry, so I had to wear glasses.
We screen patients. We try to make sure that they're appropriate candidates for LASIK, that their prescription is within the range, that it's reasonable to do it, that they have a good understanding of what they can expect, that they have a good understanding of what the benefits are and what the risks are.
For more information on LASIK surgery, contact Mayo Clinic Health System.
At Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, we have assembled a championship team
who listens to what your needs are.
We install carrier comfort systems that improve the comfort, efficiency, and the air quality of your home and workplace.
We serve you with highly trained technicians who are prompt, friendly, and honest.
For Gold Star treatment, turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is our business.
Welcome back to Seven Rivers Sports. Again, the spotlight shines brightly on the Logan Rangers, having a good start to their season. Tyanna Wasua, Alana Gruntzel, Dariyan Adams. Talk to your coach a little bit today, Coach Garrett Zimmerman, in his first year. Here's what he said about Tyanna Wasua. Tyanna is a warrior. She leads every sprint in practice, takes every coaching point, and gives her most complete top effort every time she's on the court. React to that.
That's actually a really big compliment because I try my best, and I like when people acknowledge that. Yeah, I lead the sprints, but I like coaches to know that I am coachable, so that it makes them know that I'm listening to them and I'm trying what they're telling me to do.
So you have an appetite for more knowledge and to learn and to get better.
Always room for improvement.
And Coach Garrett Zimmerman, in his first year, said this about Alana. Alana has always been an offensive threat, but her willingness to commit to defense has turned her into one of our defensive stoppers. Is that an accurate statement?
Yes, so far this year. Past years, I don't know. Offense was my main position, but defense this year has really improved for me, and I've just been able to stop a lot of drives and pick up a lot of balls, and I don't know. So yeah, I think it's an accurate statement.
So she's been doing the little things that others may not want to do, because everybody wants to score points, and our viewers probably know this from the broadcasts I do, that's not what excites me. It's those kids that do the little things, that play defense, take charges, go get loose balls, those kinds of things. That describes you. Well, Dariyan Adams, her biggest strength, according to her coach, is her attack to the game mentally. She wants to attack. She makes plays on both sides of the court because she attacks the defense. Is that your personality? Attack? Like a pit bull?
I don't know. Not necessarily. I really like my teammates this year, and I like our team. So working together on the court is like one of my biggest things. I don't know. I like driving to the basket, and I like being able to do that offensively. But, well,
those are great compliments. One of my favorite authors, and there are several books that talk about having a season of significance. Accepting the fact that you're on an elevated platform as student athletes. You're not just an ordinary student. You've embraced academics, you've embraced athletics, you are in what many people call an uncommon situation. So people look up to you. You have to assume that leadership. A season of significance means you can get a lot out of a season without necessarily winning the state championship, Dariyan. That's not what it's all about. What is a season? What does your experience mean to you?
This season so far, or like overall?
Overall.
Overall, like my best experience is like my teammates and learning from everybody. My freshman year, the seniors were like the best. They all like accepted us as freshmen, and they were all like, yes, like you guys can do this, and they gave us like kind of like the drive to want to succeed. We've had a few different coaches but Coach Zimmerman is probably like the biggest supporter of us as like teammates, and he pushes us to let us know that we have potential and that we like can be something with ourselves. And it's not necessarily winning every game, but it's like the improvement and the way that we work to get there that's going to mean the most.
Odds are, Alana, you're not going to hoist the gold ball and win the state championship. Odds are. And yet, your experience, whether it was last year or this year, or throughout your high school career, there are many life lessons which you can take to you the rest of your life. What are some of those?
Well, I think the biggest one is after a tough loss or anything bad that's happened, you should not hang your head about it and get yourself down. You cannot stay in the get down to yourself for a long period of time, because that just makes everything a lot worse.
Your success in life could very well be measured by how you handle setbacks, how you handle adversity, how you handle things that Tyanna Wasua was given, Kamisha was given. You've had some setbacks. You've had injuries. You've had teams that you haven't won. How's that going to help you?
Well, it improves it makes you motivated almost, more dedicated to go out there and win and improve as a player and as a team. And I think that is really important for everything in life.
The charge that you're given, Tyanna, after graduation is to take everything you've learned in the classroom, everything you've learned in terms of leadership, everything you've learned in tennis, which you've excelled in, and I've watched you play. I've been a supporter of yours, and you know that.
Yeah, I do.
And your job is to take that to the next step.
Yeah.
College, parents, being a parent, from that on in. Otherwise, all your time may be wasted. All your commitments, all your efforts, all your lessons. What are you going to do with them?
Well, everything you do, you learn from it, and even if it's a bad thing, you still learn from it, and you take it to the next chapter in your life. So for me, I'll be attending some college next year, and I plan on playing sports. So what I've learned from sports so far is teamwork makes the dream work, and communication. So I'll take that for sports-wise, and academic-wise, I've learned that to get your homework done on time and to stay on task is huge. So I'll take that to my next chapter, along with being social helps a lot to make friends and stuff, along with all of that.
Something tells me that Tyanna Wasua doesn't have any problem with friends, and her personality is certainly electric, to say the least. But Alana, too, you've been philosophy of life for you. Is it similar to what Tyanna's is?
What's Tyanna's? Is it?
My philosophy of life is
treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
But you said other things a moment ago. But you're all deep people with substance, and so which is a compliment. And so take that and run with it a little bit. And how you treat other people, and what you've learned, and what your philosophy of life is.
Well, treat others the way you want to be treated is a really important one, because you can't just treat someone badly and expect them to treat you the same way, or expect them to treat you differently, and treat you a little.
Give me an example of if somebody doesn't treat you well around school, or an opponent. How do you handle that?
I tend to ignore it and just do my own thing and treat everyone the same way.
So you take you take the high road.
I do.
Not easy to do.
Yeah, it's not easy sometimes if someone's really bugging me, but still have to be nice and be the bigger person.
Mm-hmm.
Well said. Dariyan, you're a deep person too, an academic leader, a class act, to say the least, like your teammates. Philosophy of life for you, how do you see the world?
I see it everyone, along with Alana and Tyanna, you should treat others the way you want to be treated. I don't think you're going to get anything out of life if like you don't put your full effort into it. You shouldn't like hold yourself back, but make sure that you like or appreciate everything that everybody else does for you as well. Like I would not be where I am without so many other people in my life, and I should be thankful for it and just keep pushing forward.
Rapid fire drill in the closing couple of minutes. College. Rapid one-word answers to all. College. Where are we gonna see you next year?
Mankato or Eau Claire.
Career.
Veterinarian or elementary education.
If I asked your teammates to describe you, what would they say?
Kind of outgoing, I guess. Hopefully a leader and someone that other people can look up to.
I would agree with that. Career. Where are we going to see you in 10 years? Alana?
Business. Somewhere in business.
Running a corporation, Fortune 500 corporation.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see.
And of course, that takes a college degree. Where's that going to be?
Milwaukee or Mankato.
Really?
Yeah.
So I got your teammates around the Christmas tree, and I said, describe Alana Gruntzel to me. What would they say?
Dedicated or outgoing. Maybe awkward in there somewhere.
Awkward?
I could be a little awkward, you know.
Well, all of us have that awkward quality, but what would they say about Tyanna?
Well, I'd hope they'd say funny or happy, I guess. I don't know, outgoing, like you said.
Happy, joyful?
Joyful, that's a good one.
That's probably,
that's what I strive to be.
Yeah, happy is a result of things happening. Joyful is just an attitude about everything. But where are we going to see you taking over Wasua Chiropractic someday?
Actually, I want to be an orthodontist.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you will get your degree from?
Either Madison or Mankato. I haven't decided yet.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a great show as we are on the verge of celebrating Christmas. So we want you to have a great Christmas season, and this has been a Christmas present to us having you on the show, so we appreciate that. You're off to a good start with your season. We want I'll be there watching. We'll be broadcasting some of your games, so I'll be courtside, so you can come over and wave and greet us and so on. But thanks for being on the show. Have a great Christmas and a good season.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us, yeah.
We'll be right back with some highlights from games this week, right after this.
LASIK surgery at Mayo Clinic Health System.
I can see. I don't have to wear my glasses for driving, to go to the movies, for reading.
And I think it's a wonderful thing to offer people that freedom and independence of lenses, whether they're contact lenses or glasses, to be able to function every day from the morning to the evening and not think about it.
For more information on LASIK surgery, contact Mayo Clinic Health System.
At Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, we have assembled a championship team
who listens to what your needs are.
We install carrier comfort systems that improve the comfort, efficiency, and the air quality of your home and workplace.
We serve you with highly trained technicians who are prompt, friendly, and honest.
For Gold Star treatment, turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is our business.
Welcome back to Seven Rivers Sports. Well, some great highlights for you on the show this week. Rick and I were courtside on Tuesday night at the Reinhardt Athletic Complex for an NBC girls game. Two of the best in the state, the Hilltoppers and the Blue Gulls, in front of a record 1,000 fans. The Hilltoppers looked sharp from the tip, fresh off an impressive win over Holman last week. Aaron Arneson had his team prepared as the Onalaska offense tore apart Dave Donarski's man-to-man Blue Gold defense, taking a 30-23 halftime lead. The Hilltoppers controlled most of the second half, too, behind point guard Haley Schmaling's leadership. The inside play of Jalen Dobbins and Taylor Stutley were a challenge for the Blue Gold players. Dobbins finished with 10, Stutley with 24. Despite being outplayed for most of the game, the Blue Gulls persevered, and it paid dividends down the stretch. The stage was set for a dramatic finish with Jessa Peterson's three-point shot, which cut the lead to 1. After 2 missed free throws, Modessa Collins found Akaya Steiner open under the basket for the go-ahead field goal. Onalaska could not get a last-second shot off, and the Blue Goals would win 59-58. Lexi Donarski led Aquinas with 17 points. Onalaska drops to 5-2, while Aquinas stays undefeated on the season. Well, our other crew was at the Charles Death Fieldhouse, John Shelton Court, for another MVC matchup, Aquinas and the Hilltoppers on the boys' side. Onalaska raced to an early lead and all but settled their conference opener with a 32-point halftime lead. Balanced scoring from the Hilltoppers with seniors Tyler Hughes, Jalen Sample, and Noah Fredrickson all having 14 points. Guard Jalen Zubich had 9. Senior guard Eddie Harwick led Aquinas with 9 points, while junior Connolly Malone finished with 7. The Blue Golds resumed play at the Aquinas Holiday Tournament coming up just after Christmas, while the Hilltoppers host Prairie du Chien on Thursday and then travel to Milwaukee for a holiday tournament of their own. Well, hope you enjoyed the show this week. I'm your host, Terry Erickson, hoping you have a safe, enjoyable holiday season. So long from all of us here at 7 Rivers Sports.